Check. Just want to talk about Dalen for a little bit. She is, I was trying to think of the best words to use on the way over here, and she's just a ball player. It doesn't matter what position you play her at. It doesn't matter winning, losing, whatever's happening. Dalen is going to just go out there, and she's going to play, and she's going to do great things on the field. Consistency. It doesn't matter where we put her on the field. She's played shortstop for us. She's played first. She's caught. You're going to get great defense out of her, and then she's always going to have good at bats when she's hitting. So that's probably Dalen's greatest strength. And then just like I said earlier, she's a ball player. Her instincts on the field are probably some of the best I've seen in the 13 years I've been doing this, baseball and softball. She's one of the best base runners that I've ever been around, and that's. Dalen's not the fastest, and I'm not trying to say she's not fast, because she is, but you don't have to be fast to be a great base runner, and Dalen is a great base runner. So just a few things about her. I know she's going to do great things at Butler, and then when she moves on from there, I know she's going to do great things. So really, really excited for her, and then really, really excited for this year and what this year holds. So congratulations.
First off, I would like to say thank you to the school for putting this together for every athlete out here. Hendrix, thank you so much, and every coach that's ever stepped into her life and given her any line of success. We appreciate it. I just want to let you know that I am so excited to see what and who you're going to be at the next level. I'm excited. We're all excited. Go Grizzlies.
Thank you to everyone, especially my teammates. Obviously, I'm not an emotional person, but I didn't know this was possible for me. So thank you to everyone, my parents especially. Countless hours, many miles driven all over the country. So thank you to everyone, my coaches especially, Coach Daves, my volleyball coaches, all my softball coaches. Thank you so much. I would not be here without you guys, and definitely my travel ball coaches. So thank you to everyone.
I have to speak.
We'll do a picture.
Are we going right now?
Yeah, go right now. Congratulations, Dalen. Brooklynn? How many chairs do you want? I mean, we have more if you need them, so I was saying. Are you? Go ahead. Finish, please come up in a timely manner so we can get the pictures taken and on to the next one. Next student athlete is Brooklyn Mitchell, signed to play basketball with Ouachita Baptist University. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it to Coach Brown real quick, let him say a few words.
Thank you. Thank you, and congratulations to everybody here. What an amazing day this is. This is fantastic. I want to thank you for the opportunity, for this family, for letting me come share this special moment with you and Brooklyn. It's a pleasure. You have a tremendous support group around you, and it starts with those two people that are sitting there by it. And I've got to watch them, and I watched how they did it. You're very fortunate. Mom, Dad, you did good. Okay, you did really good. Now, first and foremost, off to the next chapter of your life. It's going to be amazing, and I'm going to love watching, see where you go and what you do. And I just hope it's as special as you are. And the last thing I'd really like to say is go chase your dreams. Okay? Thank you.
I hardly ever write these things down when I talk, but since there's 3 of ours going today, I wrote some stuff down. Brooklyn means more to us than she may ever realize. 2 years ago, Brooklyn and her parents made a very courageous move to leave a rival school and join our basketball team. I'm not sure that I'll ever be able to put into words what that means to me, to Coach Husky, and to our basketball team. We really appreciate y'all for believing in us enough to become a Lady Bomber. Now, it took getting used to Mountain Home took a little bit of time. I'll just tell a funny little story. We were leaving to go play a game, and Brooklyn ran into the Christmas parade and had to reroute to get to the gym to catch the bus. And we waited and waited, and we finally called, and I said, "Where are you right now?" And she said, "Some school named Pinkston." And I said, "We'll just park right there and wait there, and we'll come pick you up." So we got her to the game that night. Incredibly gifted basketball player, an extraordinary person. Ouachita Baptist is getting a great player and a great person. I think your best basketball is still ahead of you. I really do. With Brooklyn's leadership, along with the 3 other teammates that are signing today, and then her teammates that are here, I do think that our team has some very high expectations and can accomplish whatever they want. I'm grateful every single day that I get to coach you, and I really mean that. I'd like to thank Neil and Julie for trusting me and Coach Husky, not only with her development as a player, but with her growth as a young lady, and that trust means everything. Brooklyn, congratulations on signing with Ouachita. We're proud of you, and we look forward to seeing all the accomplishments ahead of you. Thank you.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming out and sharing this moment with all these kids. This is a big event for everyone that's signing and putting the effort in, and it's a different deal. It's a commitment, and I want to say the good Lord's blessed us first and foremost. We've been very fortunate in the game of life, and we've made a lot of tough decisions. We put a lot of work in, a lot of commitment, and we've been fortunate to be blessed with a lot of people around us that's changed our lives. But first and foremost, the good Lord's blessed Brooklyn Mitchell and this family, and I'm thankful for that. I look around, very humbling. This is a neat place. We made a real tough decision a couple of years ago, and there's no regrets or no, second guessing. We were very fortunate to come here. We were very fortunate to be welcomed like we've been welcomed, and we're thankful for the support y'all have given us, the kids last year, the kids this year, and we're looking forward to the future at Ouachita, and I'm very proud of what my daughter's done, and I thank Julie every day for what she does raising Brooklyn over here. Our situation's a little different because the way we're set up, but I thank her for being a great role model to her and supporting her. Thank y'all.
I would like to thank you all for being here today. Firstly, I just want to thank God for blessing me with this opportunity to play at the next level. I am incredibly blessed with my wonderful parents who have gone above and beyond to set me up for success and constantly encouraging me. Next, I want to thank my coaches for pushing me every day and never allowing me to settle for the bare minimum. And lastly, I would like to thank my teammates for not only being good teammates, but also being great friends and keeping me sane every day. And I would just like to close by saying I'm super excited for this next chapter in my life.
You want them in the picture? Congratulations. Okay, next we have Laken Anderson signed with Harding University to play softball. Turn it over to Coach Hendricks.
Once again with Laken, I just want to say how proud I am of her and congratulations to her and her family. It takes a lot of work, and I know that they've, just like Dalen's family, have done a lot of traveling in the summer to play and a bunch of camps and stuff like that. So that's very, very important and big deal. Laken's Laken, you know. She's playful and she's sweet and everything else, but she is a really, really good softball player. I knew, and same with Dalen, and I forgot to talk about this, they've been varsity players since they were ninth graders. They've helped us for 3 years, going to be 4 this year, and they've been really, really big, important parts of our team. Laken's one of the hardest workers I've ever coached. I never have to tell her to like go take extra reps or you need to go hit more or go take ground balls. She wants to go do that on her own, which is very, very rare. So that's one of her best qualities. Harding's getting a really, really good softball player and a really, really good person too, and she's been raised right, and we're going to miss her. We're going to miss Dalen. I'm just really, really proud of both of them. Congratulations.
I just wanted to thank everyone for being here today to support all of us. I'm so thankful for everyone who has helped me get to this point. First off, I would like to say thank you to my family for supporting me through the good and the bad and the sacrifices you guys have made so I could reach my goals. Secondly, I want to thank all of my coaches. I appreciate you all and all the time and effort that you have put into me over the years. There have been several of you, and each one has played an important role in developing me as a person and a player. Lastly, I want to thank all my teammates. Y'all made some of the hard days a lot easier and became some of my best friends. And I'm just super excited about this next chapter.
Okay, next we have Livi Fosness, sign and play basketball at Harding University. I'm going to turn this over to Coach Leonard.
Okay, again, it's a really special day when you have 4 of your players signing, and congratulations to Laken. I want to talk a little bit about Livi. I'll never forget when they visited in the spring, in April of 2022, and they came and visited, watched the game, and then I'll try to talk over the heater. I apologize, but and then they turned around, they moved here in April. So, I'm sorry, they visited in April, they moved here in May so they could go to the first team camp. And Simbri told me a story about after Livi's first day at team camp, she called home and said, I'm terrible, I'm never going to play, and here we are. So, in 2.5 years, a little less than 2.5 years, she's going to play at probably the most successful university as far as women's basketball goes in the last decade in Arkansas. From the very beginning, we knew there was something different. We were running a drill, her first practice, and she went up and got a rebound right here on this goal. And Coach Husky and Coach Lindsay Leonard were standing over here, and I was over there, and we immediately looked at each other because she went and got a rebound with a fearlessness like we hadn't seen. So we knew right away what we were getting, and we knew she was going to be something special. What she's done is nothing short of remarkable. She's poured her heart into the game, embraced every challenge, grown at an unbelievable pace. I've never seen a player improve like she has. Talent doesn't mean anything if you don't have the work ethic and the mindset that she has. And to earn a scholarship at Harding is an unbelievable accomplishment. She comes from a family that understands athletics, supports her wholeheartedly, and it shows in everything she does. Livi, we're so proud of you. Congratulations on your scholarship to Harding, and you've already accomplished a lot, and this is only the beginning. And I do want to say to Jayla and Laken and Livi and Brooklynn and all the other girls we're not done, so don't feel like this is the end of something here that we're celebrating. We're going to do something special this year, but I really am looking forward to your future after high school as well and watching you shine. Congratulations.
Her dad and I and our whole family just want to tell Livi that we've no doubt that she's going to do great things in basketball, and we're so proud of that. But more so, we're proud of the person she is, the child of God that she's become, and what she's going to give back, we know, to the future generations when it comes to basketball and leading by being a good Christian. So thank you for everything, for all the memories. It's been great, and we're super excited about what's to come.
First and foremost, I want to thank God. He has blessed me in so many ways and has given me the gift of basketball, and it's all because of this. It's all glory to him. Then I want to thank my family, my mom and dad, for all they have done for me over the years to achieve my dreams, for the love, support, and work that they have put into giving me all the opportunities I could have ever wanted. My grandma and grandpa for all their support, for driving 15 hours from Minnesota to be here today. Thank you for coming. And all the Minnesota crew who faithfully watch every live stream. To my sisters and brother, thank you for logging all the miles to go to all the games. I thank God every day that you are my family, and I love you all. To my teammates, thank you for always pushing me and helping me to get better, for all the encouragement to playing hard, from all the encouragement to playing hard defense on me in practice every day. I appreciate all of you. I want to thank the Mountain Home community for all the support. This town is truly amazing. And lastly, to the best coaches a player could ask for,
I've never been pushed harder or cared about as deeply from any other coaches. These coaches are so special, and I will never forget what you guys have done for me, and I love you both so much. Thank you.
Okay, next we have Jayla Yonkers, son to play basketball, Missouri Southern State University. And Coach Leonard.
Jayla Yonkers, all work and no play. She's been a part of the Lady Bomber basketball family since the 7th grade. Always in the gym, early mornings, late nights, and countless hours when no one else is around. She puts in the kind of work that doesn't get a lot of applause, but that's why she's great. And because of that, she's a role model, not just for her teammates, but for all the future Lady Bombers coming up. Thank you for the standard and character that you show every time you step on this court and off. This is an honor well deserved, and we're very happy for you and your family. On a personal note, for me, this goes a little bit beyond basketball. I can remember your dad when he was smaller than this. I feel like that we've always been family. I'm very proud of you. I believe in you. We believe in you. We're behind you, and we cannot wait to see what you accomplish at Missouri Southern. You've earned every bit of this. Congratulations.
First, I just want to start by thanking you coaches, all the coaches she's had throughout the years, for putting up with her, for believing in her, pushing her, and helping her become the player and person that she is today. I'd like to thank her grandparents and all of our family and friends for supporting her throughout the years and always showing up. To the fans and the students that fill the seats out here, you guys make this place special. Jayla's worked incredibly hard for this. She's in the gym before I wake up in the morning. She's back in the gym whenever I get home from work. And I admire it a lot. Jayla, we're very proud of you. Keep working, keep leading and keep being the person you are on and off the court. We love you.
Okay, I'm going to keep it short. I just want to say thank you to everyone who has gotten me here and supported me along the way. My coaches, my teammates, my AAU program, and most importantly, my parents and my family. And I'm really excited for this next chapter of my life.
All right, next, where's Brantlee? There you go.
All right, I'm moving away now.
Yeah, I might. Okay, next we have Brantlee Phillips, son play football. At Southeast Missouri State University. And I'm going to turn this over to Coach Hacklin.
Yeah, I could talk for a long time on his accolades of what he's done for Mountain Home, but Brantlee did things that people have never done here. 8 touchdowns in one game. I mean, you just don't hear of things like that. Brantlee has a lot of special talents, but the thing is he's very humble. We never at once had to talk about stats. If I did talk about stats, it was talking about touchdowns to turnover ratios and completion averages and stuff like that. But he never gave me any bad body language when I handed the ball off to Miller like 40 times in a row. He would just do it. And sometimes we had to get on to him. Said, why didn't you pull that one? Because every play is a read. Why didn't you pull that? Well, Miller's got the ball. Why do I need to pull it? Okay? So Brantlee has a lot of accolades that's going to be at the next level. I had 3 sons go to the next level and play, and it's so hard. It's so tough on their mentality. You're not there. You're not the big fish in the little pond anymore. You're just a little old bitty fish in a big old lake. And it's tough. And all of you that are signing today, this is a time to celebrate. It's time to put a smile on your face. Man, I'm telling you, the next level is tough. So you got to go with the mindset that you're going to be mentally ready for that. You're going to be down here, not up here. You got to work your way up there. And Brantlee's got a lot of that in him. He's very competitive. He's hard on himself. That's good and bad. You know, as a quarterback, you got to be competitive. You got to be hard on yourself. but also the next play is the most important play. The last play doesn't even exist anymore. So he's got a lot of attributes. I'm really excited to what Brantlee's going to do at the next level. The coaching staff is excited for him. He's never shied away from any work. He works in a weight room, and how many quarterbacks would raise their hand and say, I work hard in the weight room? He did. And I'm really proud of him. And I know you're going to do well, Brantlee. And there's only one thing I want to say. You know, coaching my sons, and I didn't want to show them extra attention. So when they would score, I just kind of walk the other way and do my job. But here recently on my quarterbacks, I'm like, man, if I had one regret, I want to hug my quarterback. I want to hug the guy who scores a touchdown, because that's what it's all about. I'm proud of him. So Brantlee, come here. You just scored a touchdown, son. Thank you. Appreciate you, man.
Not supposed to have two coaches up, but Coach Holt sent an email, and Coach Husky said it was cool. So anyway, Coach Holt from Southeast Missouri State, he's the offensive coordinator, the guy that recruited Brantlee, said, I'm so excited to coach Brantlee. His accomplishments at Mountain Home have been amazing. Week after week, he shows his toughness as a competitor. His numbers and his records will probably define him. For me, it was a statement he made as a junior, and the statement was this, Brantlee. With a lot of prayer, I got to come back and finish the end of a 2024 season, and we made our first semifinal appearance in 2006. Coach Holt said, I believe in people who finish what they start, and they give it all they've got. That's why I chose Brantlee Phillips. Congratulations, 7. Good job. Congratulations, athletes. You're going to have to work to make it all come true now. Coach was right. There's a lot of work to do.
First off, I just want to thank God for all that He's given me. And then second, I want to thank my coaches, my teammates, my family for always being there. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys, so thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, next we have Drew Haney, son to play baseball at Indian Hills Community College. And Coach Crow says he doesn't need a mic, so I'm going to let him go ahead and go.
Always throw around what you're going to say and stuff like this. You kind of got to be real. If I was going to go into a dark alley to get in a fight, I'm picking you up, take you with me. I mean, that's as far as that goes. When you coach Drew, you know what you're getting every time he takes field, and that's everything he's got. And I could say, give a lot of examples and whatever. I don't know if anybody here realizes he went through 2 catastrophic type injuries in the span of, I don't know, 3 months, somewhere right there, and he's recovered from all of them. And I went and watched him throw this fall, and I kind of got excited, okay, because we missed that a great deal last year. But it's been a pleasure to coach you. It's going to be a pleasure to coach you again this spring. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing what your chapter is, because I think your chapter is going to keep progressing as far as we go. And Drew Haney's the type of guy that you remember when you coach, and because of the effort he gives you. And like it's an honor for me to be able to do it. I appreciate you guys, and I'm looking forward to this spring. I appreciate it.
I just wanted to thank everyone being here today. I wanted to start off by thanking God, my mom, my dad, my sister Ada. None of this would be possible without any of them. And I can't thank y'all enough for the sacrifices y'all made for me. Next, I want to thank Coach Crow, Coach Folger, and Coach Airy for letting me be a part of y'all's programs. Thank you to Jessica Brown for being the best physical therapist I could ever ask for. And lastly, I want to thank my best friends in the PJs for always putting a smile on my face. Thank you to everyone who's been a part of my jersey.
Thank you all for being here today to celebrate this moment. What started as a little boy with a glove and a big dream to where you are today has brought a lot of enjoyment to your mom, Ada, and me. Drew, we are so proud of you. We've watched you put in the early mornings, the late nights, the long practices, the setbacks, and the comebacks. You've showed dedication, toughness, and for a love for this game that has never faded. What brings the most joy to us is your work ethic, your character, being a great teammate, and your commitment to getting better every day. We want to thank all the coaches, teachers, mentors, teammates, and friends. I want to personally thank all the lefty coaches that has helped Drew along the way. Drew is really blessed to have some great lefty guidance during his career. Andy Westcoat, Todd Gilbert, Coach Philip Taylor, and Coach Greg Crow. I've never been around many left-handed people, but what I've found out that lefties like to stick together. There's been so many coaches that have played a big part in Drew's success in baseball. I'm sure I'm going to forget some, but here's a few. Coach Cudd, Coach Stevens, Coach J.T. Baker, pitching coach Jake Rendall, and Coach Scott Johnson. And then last but definitely not least, Drew's rehab coaches, which are absolutely amazing. The PT specialist, Jessica Brown here in Mountain Home, and then the PT specialist, Jeremy Brazil in Fayetteville. So Drew, after seeing what you've gone through this last year with the injuries and the rehab, back to where you are today is remarkable. I truly believe that you can do whatever you want to do in life. Today is a great milestone, but you have a lot of basketball and baseball left this season for the Mountain Home Bombers, and we can't wait to watch you compete. Go Bombers.
Okay, next we have Trenton Smith, signed to run with the University of Arkansas Fort Smith. I'll turn it over to Coach Norris.
All right. Before I talk about Trenton, I just wanted to take a moment and, just kind of, I guess, acknowledge what I guess kind of today is for a lot of our athletes in our community. It's pretty cool to be a part of a group of passionate people. I look around the in the stands here, and we've got teachers, administrators, parents that could have left after the kids signed, and they're still sticking here to support our other signees. And I know hearing the other coaches speak, just the passion, hearing the athletes and the parents speak, it very much feels more like a family than just a place where kids go to school and compete in sports and try to compete at the next level. And I think a lot of that comes from the community, and a lot of that love, comes from our teachers and people that don't just work here, but go above and beyond what their job title and what their job description is. That's a very special thing to be a part of, and I think you see the impact of that, in our kids and in this school. So big thanks to Coach Husky. I think I could speak for all coaches here today that we feel very supported. Was lucky to grow up here, but I coached a little bit somewhere else before coming back to Mountain Home, and did not have very much support at all. Now I can't walk through the weight room without half a dozen football coaches asking how cross country did. That's really cool, very special, and it's that way between all sports. To see the support that each of the coaches and just kids on each team have for each other. Everybody's in the know. Everybody's wanting to bring out the best in each other, and I think I want to give Decon a shout out over there too. I remember signings, back in my day were not like this. There weren't this many people. There wasn't, maybe this much support for an entire group. We didn't have this cool backdrop and a microphone, and wasn't in the gym. And I think this is just kind of a little microcosm of what Mountain Home has really blossomed into, and it wouldn't be anything without the people. So I'll go ahead and kind of go to Trenton here. Trenton, first of all, you're very, very lucky to have such a supportive family. Your parents and your mom, I know, slaved away getting everything ready for our banquet, and I hope you love and cherish them for all the support that they've given you, and don't take that for granted. The thing I'll always remember, I think, as long as I'm alive about Trenton is that there's nobody who cheers louder at a meet for anybody. Track meet, cross-country meet. It can be the slowest person at dead last on the course running a 30-minute 5K, and he's still out there almost breaking rules running next to them. You can't do that in cross-country. Just screaming to cheer them on and bring them all the way in. And track is the same way. Every event, not just distance races, but sprints, hurdles, throws, jumps, all the events in track. He is everybody's biggest fan, everybody's loudest fan at the meets, and it's been that way since 8th grade. That's been a constant, that enthusiasm, and it's been something unique that you've brought to our team the last 4 years. You've a couple stats. You've never known what it's like to lose a state cross country meet. And not only that, you've actually been in the scoring 5 and been all state each of those 4. We would not have won the first 2 without you. You 100% were, a big part of the reason that we got to win those first 2, of the 4. But, more than that, I hope you know that you're, more than just an athlete. As coaches have gotten to coach your family. And I hope you keep that with you, and I hope we keep in touch as you go on. And UA Fort Smith is very, very lucky to get somebody who's going to be everybody's biggest fan in that program, and a fierce teammate and a fierce friend. So.
I don't think I have anything to say that I could put into words to describe exactly how proud I am of Trenton. So I'm just going to leave it at, I love you. I'm proud of you.
all I gotta really say is thank you to my parents who've been supporting me every step of the way from 2019 when I started running to all the way till now. They've been supporting me, helping me through every bit of every race, cheered me on, and I couldn't have asked for a better support team. I have to thank the coaches for teaching me, putting me through rigorous training, and pushing me to the best of my capabilities. I know that they will always be my #1 fans, and they will be always my family. And then I gotta thank my teammates for always chasing me, cheering me, and being my brothers and sisters in each of my races. Y'all will always be my family, and I love you all.
Tess. Okay, next we have Garrett Barr, signed run the University of Central Arkansas. Coach Norris.
If there was a cross-country goofball of the year award, or I wouldn't even probably nominate, maybe him for the Mountain Home Athletic Department goofball of the year award, it'd probably go to Garrett. Garrett's been just that goofy, fun personality from day one. As I can remember him as an 8th grader. Just a lot of fun memories. But just a few weeks ago, I remember Garrett telling me, he said, Coach, this has bothered me for a while, but you remember that race in 8th grade that I said I hurt my ankle and I dropped out of? He's like, you know what, my ankle really didn't hurt. It just hurt. I just wanted to quit. I was like, yeah, Garrett, I know. It's been fun to watch you become tougher and grow up and become more mature, but it's also been really fun to see you kind of retain that lightheartedness and humor. And that's been something I talked about this at our banquet that's been really, really valuable. When you have somebody that is hardworking, loyal, dependable, does every possible thing they can do to get better while smiling and being completely positive all the way through, making sure that everybody on the team is having a good time, they feel loved, they feel appreciated. That just makes life so much easier as a coach, being able to lean on somebody like that. And when it comes time to perform on the big day as an athlete, usually the issue, athlete or coach, is not that you don't care enough. You're not going to suddenly care more on that day. You have to just let the hard work you've done shine and enjoy it. And I know that when Garrett's on the team and he's around the guys, he's going to make sure that everybody is having fun on the biggest day at the state meet, and that they're going to take care of business. And those are the things that I'll remember about you. in we've had a lot of good bombers come through over the years. Garrett is, I believe, seventh. Got to start with this one. 7th all time in the mile, 6th all time in the 3200. School. And we've had a lot of state champions over the years. That's as a junior. We'll see where he ends up. He has not beat either of my PRs yet. Got to get that one in while I can. I don't know how many trophies that is. It's a few, but Trenton and Garrett both have been part of a lot of really great teams, and it's not just obviously they're darn good runners and have done the work and developed and put themselves in a position to succeed, but a lot of it too, it's those intangibles that I don't want to understate, that are really, really important. It's just made you a lot of fun to know as a person too. I look forward to keeping in touch with you, and excited to watch you run with Kai and Will at UCA, and it's going to be awesome. Excited for you.
First, I just want to thank everybody for coming out, and it's a great deal to have everybody out here, supporting everyone out here, and I want to thank God for all that He's done for me. And I mean, this is impossible without Him, so I just want to thank Him. I want to thank my family. They drove me 10 hours to Texas this past, or 2 weeks ago maybe, but it was the longest drive ever, and it was horrible, but they sacrificed everything for me, so that was awesome. Next, I want to thank my teammates and everybody running with me. Like, we could not do it without each other. We push each other every single day. So I just want to thank them. And then lastly, I want to thank all my coaches, Coach Patrick, Coach Tilda, Coach Pebble, and Coach Norris, because they're literally the greatest people on earth. Like, they're so sweet, and they feel like another parent to me. So I just want to thank everyone for everything. That's it.
I almost didn't talk, but I have to tell a funny story that he, kicking and screaming, first 5K, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this. And then, of course, the first summer practice, I want to quit. I want to quit. I want to quit. I'm very proud you didn't quit and that you used the God-given talent to get you where you are today. We're very proud of you and can't wait to see what you do in the future.
Okay, next we have J.R. Free, signed with University of Arkansas to run, and turn it over.
Let's see. So JR ran in 7th grade was coached by Coach Patrick. And then he left and went about an hour away for a few years, and then found his way back about a year and a half ago. I joked last night at our banquet, when JR got here, I was like, man, this kid sure talks a lot. I don't know. I hope he fits in okay. And he's just been a goofball, competitive, confident, but always knows how to have fun. And that's something that's been contagious, with your teammates, is not just being a goofball, but also having the confidence. Sometimes I think as an athlete, to achieve great things, you can't have too much respect for the mountain. Whatever it is you're trying to conquer, whatever that next step is that you're trying to take in your sport or your craft. And JR kind of has this way about him, and I'm sure this has a lot to do with the way you were raised. So kudos to mom and dad. You work hard, you do the right things. You don't have this fear of what if I fail, or what if I can't achieve that next big goal. You have this kind of way about you that you're willing to dream a little bit. And by golly, you've accomplished some really big things with that approach. And I know that's it's landed you where you are. You definitely have a lot of talent, but I think your ability to do that is something that's served you well, and it's going to continue to do so. Let's see, JR is the school record holder in the 3,200. We've had a lot of really good 3,200 meter runners over the years. Back-to-back state champ in cross country. Let's see, state champ in the 3,200 indoors and outdoors. Been a part of a couple really, really great teams, led the way for a couple really, really great teams. And I was trying to think of the word last night when I was talking. Luckily, I get a second take at this, but almost been kind of a trailblazer of sorts in the way that I think you've been able to show a lot of younger athletes and your teammates, kind of redefining what's possible. When you see a teammate that you run with every day, and that you do the same workouts with, and you spend so much time around them, you go see them achieve something great, it kind of makes it seem a little less intimidating. And that's been something that JR has brought to the team, is I think it's kind of made everybody around you willing to dream a little bit and willing to believe in themselves a little more. And so that's something I'll always remember you for and appreciate you for, more than the incredible, cross-country times and the state championships and the school records, and the trophies. So really excited that you're going to be a Hog. I've never been a U of A fan, but I guess I have to kind of be one now, at least a little bit. So have a enormous sense of pride, to see you go there, and really excited for you.
I want to say, first and foremost, we were welcomed immediately by everyone here in this community when we moved back. And, of course, Vicky's been teaching and coaching here for a while. Especially want to thank the Kings and the Barrs, who just made us family right off the bat. Before I say anything else, I have to say this. There are some amazing coaches that Coach Husky has collected here and recruited and brought to this community, and you know that across all of these sports. There is not a better person than Coach Norris. There is not a better coach than Coach Norris. When you talk about at the end of the year, they have one of these athletes is going to win Bomber of the Year. I think that you could say that Coach Norris is, in perpetuity, Mr. Bomber. To have done it as an athlete, to do it as a coach, 10 consecutive state championships. 10 consecutive conference championships, 4 consecutive state championships, multiple state championships beyond that. And he's so humble, you wouldn't know that he's won one. So, thank you. I like to say that real recognizes real. When it comes to athletes, you know it when you see it. There's a lot of you out there at some point. If you're one of them, I have shook your hand and told you you're the real deal, and I appreciate you for it because you live on an island. These kids that all signed, and more to come, so many of them, they literally live on an island. They sacrifice so much just to get to where they're at because they have dreams, and I want to commend you for that because it's not easy. And everybody sees the shine, but nobody lives the grind like you do. So thank you for who you are because y'all push each other. And the one thing that I can say is we see all of these top athletes come to each other's events and cheer them on and appreciate them. And that's what I mean when I say real recognizes real. Lastly, there's a couple other coaches that I wanted to mention today. If you saw the man that blocked out the sun from the door as he came in, Coach Forshee was JR's elementary basketball coach. He taught JR that you don't have to be the biggest so long as you have the biggest heart. And then also my brother, Marcus Allen, who has been JR's preacher since he was a baby. Thank you for being here. And lastly, this is a special place. There's a lot of goats walking around here. How many times do you get to say all of the records from the football team, all of the records from the basketball teams, all of the records from cross country, the environment? So thank you, Coach Husky. We appreciate you for building that here. Everyone knows we're proud of JR. The world knows it, so I don't have to say it too much. Lastly, I'll say this. Every one of those kids that sat up here today and talked, they all have a strong faith. And so you don't have to be perfect to tell other people that you love Jesus, and they do. So thank you for that. We're proud of you. Love you.
You want to say something?
So I think I've looked up to JR since the day I met him. He's taught me that bravery is one of the best things that you can have. And I remember you look so stupid. I remember looking back to when we were so little, playing Minecraft on the PlayStation 3 for hours. And I can't tell you how much that you're one of my best friends. I'm so proud of you.
Well, I love you. First things first, I want to say thank you, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Nothing would be like this without it. Thank you, Coach Norris, all the other Mountain Home coaches. I love all y'all. You're gonna be a great father. Tori, you're gonna be a great mother. I can't wait to meet y'all's boy. It's gonna be awesome. Congratulations to all the other athletes that have signed and who are looking forward to signing. Congratulations. It's a privilege and an honor to say I'm your friend and I'm your classmate, so congrats. I also can't say how much of a dream this is, as you can tell by the baby photo on whichever side it is next to me, and on my right, and the baseball script day in the Darren McFadden uniform. I don't know if it's true, but the story I'm told is when I was brought home as a baby, I was wrapped in a Razorback blanket. So this is a big dream. I want to say thank you to Coach Bucknam and Coach Case for recruiting me. Coach Bucknam's retiring, and they brought in Coach Wallace from Iowa State, and that's going to be awesome to have him. Shout out to my teammates, my brothers. I love y'all more than words can describe. It's going to suck to leave you, but I'll end it with a few just statements. Go Hogs, horns down, and go Bombers.
Congratulations.
Thanks, sir.
Congratulations, Vicky. Congratulations. I'd like to end by just saying congratulations to all the student athletes and their families. I know it's a big deal for you, but I'm going to tell you it's a big deal for our school. And I appreciate how your all's character, number one, and what you've done for our school. And hope everybody has a great day. Go Bombers.